Bell. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again. I don't mind. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. No, Alan, put your wallet away. I can meet him again. I don't mind. No, Alan, put your wallet away. I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. Meet him again, I don't mind. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, people.
Morning. How are we this morning?
Oh, rocking all over the world. Or should I say, frying up all over the world. Stelios, 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 we are frying you.
Wow. Morning, Luke. Morning, Luke, and morning, Coover in the chat. Is Randy awake? This and many other questions are about to be answered or not. Welcome to the cutting edge of sports media. Morning, George. Good morning, gents. Any news?
Hi, George.
I think we got top four, which we knew was going to happen anyway. It was just obviously, getting confirmed in Champions League football. So yeah. We what are your thoughts, Al?
Honestly, Bell, when you see their stats over the whole season, I could not see how Norwich could possibly even turn up for one game. So I wasn't worried.
No.
I think they had 3 wins against the bottom 4 or bottom 6.
Yeah.
At home, and I think they had 3 draws. So I couldn't see why everyone was worried. To be honest with you, it was just nice to see the scoreline at the end of the day. You know, could have done with a few more. Might have caught Chelsea if they'd lost.
Yeah, well, we would have caught Chelsea if we turned up in either Wolves, Southampton, Brighton.
Yeah.
And whatever Southampton games. So yeah, what does it mean, George? It means we got Champions League football back at the Lane. Yes.
Playing under the lights.
And of course it's under the lights unless they turn them off. Then it'd be a little bit interesting. But look, I think the next few days, various streams are obviously happening and everything else. And I think, look, for me, we just need to enjoy this. Forget about what's going to happen with signings and everything else. So I'm not interested in that. We need to just celebrate the wonder that is getting into the Champions League, and what will be will be. All will be played out. Let's enjoy it. The transfer window opens in, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks' time, something like that. So we just need to enjoy it. Enjoy sending messages to Arsenal fans. Enjoy their delusion. And roasting Stelios. Roasting Stelios.
Apparently I sent him a little Twitter message last night, and apparently he came back this morning and said, I'm speaking to my lawyer.
Look, he phoned me yesterday straight after the game, and said, I'm going to get cooked, I'm going to get roasted, I'm going to get everything. And I said, look, fair play. At least he's happy that we got top 4. We're all happy that he's going to have to do his 4,000 forfeits, eating green bananas, taking Ellie out for dinner and wearing an Arsenal shirt
Oh,
when we are.
sorry, can I block my ears for that bit? It's having to wear that. That's one of the questions I said to him. I said, still, you take on forfeits, your things in this, but wearing an Arsenal top, you do not ever put that at chance, even if you think.
Well, he did,
So,
and it happened.
yeah, I mean, I
And
did ask him, do we need to set up a GoFundMe page for him?
no.
To
I'm
try and
not
get him out
buying
of
it. I'm
jail.
not buying it. He can get. I'm sure he knows someone that's got an Arsenal shirt. Like we all do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Stell's got banned from Twitter because obviously I think he was going to go in on all of them and probably get banned from Twitter. Yes, we'll have some scarring pads on standby so he can scrub himself down afterwards. So look, we're going to put the link out shortly, and it's going to kind of be a free for all. So please, if you want to jump on, those in the chat, you don't have to put your camera on if you don't want to. Just come on, say your bit, say what you want to say. It's going to be very free for all. It's the last Tottenham Tea and Toast of the season. So we're not going to be there. We may be doing some other bits over the summer, but we all need a bit of a rest and a bit of a break, especially me, Rez, and the last few weeks, Alan, after whoring himself out on various channels, getting invites, forcing invites,
Or just jumping on.
or just jumping on because he felt
He didn't get an invite.
That he didn't get an invite, and he made the hosts and everyone in the chat feel a little bit upset that they hadn't invited him. So
I know.
So the link's in the chat. If there's anyone on, then please join in. I haven't. I mean, I wasn't drinking, Sophie, but I'm still tired and emotionally exhausted, and that's more from probably Saturday nights in the wall than it is from anything else. Hopefully, Cody Mack and all of those people are still alive after what was said. But look, yeah, please come on. Please share your views and opinions. We'd love to have you on, even if it is just without your camera and you've just got your mics on. So that means come on, because otherwise we will be filling, let's just say. So yeah, Norwich 0, Tottenham 5. Match talking points and game day review. So Al, did you watch the game or what were you doing?
Yes, I did. I thought I was going to have trouble at first. The stream went down on me literally after as they kicked off, but I found it again. And as I say, I don't think there is a man in the match on that. I think it was just the whole team done what they had to do. Kuva.
Morning. I was inspired to come on. I was looking at Barry and the peak of physical health this morning. I thought, I can't leave you alone like that. I feel so wrecked.
Yeah, I'm the only one that ain't wrecked because I've just went to bed with a tablet last night and went to sleep.
I had too many on Saturday night and then sort of hair of the dog yesterday, and oh my god, I feel rough. But Barry just keeps trucking on, so I thought better give him some support.
I feel on top of the world today. I've got to go to a wedding venue at 12 o'clock and talk wedding stuff, so I'm gonna have to wake up a little bit and look interested. I'm guessing. Sophie's got a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much will Stelios be getting it today? When you mean 22. What? 22? Yeah, I'll wait till he gets back on these shores if he decides he is going to be alive, I guess, because he said shoot me if we get top 4. So Rez says 406 times 10 to the power of Deum. Rez, I can't understand you normally, mate, but after this amount of sleep, I'm definitely just finished. So yeah, yesterday's game, Kuva. Where did you watch it? Did you watch it via a streaming site, or were you?
I did. It was a multi-streaming site, yes. And as you do nowadays, because it's ridiculously expensive to do anything nowadays.
Yeah.
So stream kept cutting out, but it didn't matter. Got the goals out of it, and got the general gist of the game, which wasn't really much of a contest, was it?
No.
Just as Conte would have liked it. It was easy, totally in control. Camped in their half most of the game. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually watch the game. I was in between trying to kill children, doing a barbecue and warming that up for Stell, and then obviously we tried to eat in between half time, so then I could come down and watch it, but it wasn't happening because we had the Liverpool game on the TV, we had the Man City game on the phone. And then I just thought, I'm not even going to get a chance of getting any bandwidth. And I was just following it. And by the time that time, it was like 3 or 4-0. So it didn't really make much difference. But yeah, I don't know why everyone was worried. I think we can stop using that 6-letter word, sorry, that starts with S and ends in Y. And we just need to enjoy it. We just need to enjoy it. Because this season, for me, has been an absolute roller coaster with our emotions, with everything. And who would have thought? Who would have thought at the end of October? When we were gone on that run, we were in 8th place, 9th place, and to where we are now is just unbelievable. So I don't know what were your thoughts?
Well, no, let's go. Al, you go first, mate.
Go on, Al.
So, as I say, there's a few of us were at the stadium against Man U, and to be honest with you, the atmosphere got toxic. And he took our best player off at the time, and Nuno had to go. But I really did not expect Conte to be the one that was going to be coming in for him. You kind of think, oh, if only he'd come in that little bit earlier. Those little 1-0 wins at the start of the season could have been 2 or 3-0. Those 3-0 defeats might have been draws or even more wins. But he had a lot of hard work to do. I still had doubts, like when Conte came in, because you looked at the squad and how they were performing for Nuno, and you had worries. You thought, right, quality manager, but you need to be some sort of magician to turn this lot around.
And a magician he was. A magician he
Abracadabra. He got it. He got it done.
Yeah, I think when Nuno was here, when you look at the league table and they put the line underneath the top 4 and then the line above the bottom 3, we were starting to wonder at the end of Nuno which line we were aiming at. Yeah, because it was totally directionless. We were lost as a club, given up on the season. There was just nothing. There was no sense of any purpose or direction at all. So when Conte came in, that was a hell of a turnaround. It was difficult for him at first. There was even, I remember one of the comments, one of the Chelsea YouTubers, I've forgotten his name now. Come back to it in a bit. Anyway, he's a big Conte fan, and I remember one of his streams. He was saying, Spurs have actually broken Conte. I sort of got what he meant at that point, because it looked like the job was going to be too big for him. We just weren't responding. But he's turned it all around. The attitude of the chairman, the attitude of the team, and I think the attitude of the fans now. I mean, towards the end of the season now, we're starting to believe, and the summer's now full of hope and thinking, well, has Levy actually changed? Has the leopard changed the spots? That's the really big test, isn't it? If that happens, then wow, what an impact! Probably they'll single-handedly turn him into our greatest ever manager to change this chairman.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you gonna? You had your finger up.
I've just seen Brian's in the chat. I don't know where. I can't see where Coover got the link from, but if be nice to see Brian come on this morning.
All right. Do you want me to go? You carry on. I'll go.
You go. Go on. Bye.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling a bit.
Oh no! Come on, Brian. Come and join us. Let's celebrate, eh? Let's celebrate. I hope your baseball match went well yesterday. Oh, what a day! What a day! Welcome to Alan's there. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about, lads, because yesterday was just so special. Get in there, Brian.
Here he is.
Morning.
Morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. You right?
Yeah, you?
I take it Simba woke you up.
Damn right. At 4:45 in the morning, so I saw Tea and Toast was on, then I saw a link was on. I thought, let's come out and watch sunrise in Toronto and join you wonderful people.
Look at that. Look at that.
Great to see you on, Brian. Great to see you on there. First
Good
time you've been
to
on.
see you all. How are we doing?
Yeah,
Shattered.
over the moon.
Exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think I could join that at 5:15 in the morning. Yeah.
I think it's just done. The other thing as well, I think it's been because it's been such a roller coaster with everything else that's happened. It just feels like it's an outpouring of all that emotion, and you just feel like, oh, I can kind of relax now, not having to worry about what's going to happen, enjoying the moment, memes going flying left, right, and centre. Just I don't know. I just feel like I need a break as much as the players and Conte does. I think.
Well, I've got a tweet that's going viral. Yeah, did you see my Only Fools and Horses one that I sent you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That video.
Yeah. It's on over 200 likes. Like literally, I posted it at like 10 o'clock at night. It's going a bit crazy on my Twitter. I feel like Cody Mack.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look. I ain't looked at Twitter yet.
I'll play it right now, so everyone can see it. Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, Rez has got it. Rez, can you play it from through your
if
thing?
Rez can upload it.
Rez, can you do that while you're in the back room? I don't know. You can upload it, and then we can play it to the viewers. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah. Oh, look, here we go.
This start at the beginning. There we go.
Rez, and take the banner off.
You can hear it more than once.
Tottenham Hotspur are the only team in North London playing Champions League. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Rez, you need to take the banner off, but you've done it. Rez is half asleep as well.
Yes.
You're blocking Brian's face out, Rez. What conversations did we have about that? Oh, here we go. He's going for another go, is he?
From the beginning.
From the beginning. Watch again. Here he goes.
Romero's got you in his pocket. From Paris, London to Milan. We got Kane and Sonny and Antonio Conte and Rodrigo. He's the man. He come from Juventus with a ginger sweet. Deja Kulusevski. Tottenham Hotspur are the only team in North London playing Champions League. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Great, great.
Tottenham Hotspur are the only team in North London playing Champions League. La 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 la, 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 la 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 la.
How did you get that, bro? Come on, please. How did you get that?
Actually, one of my friends sent it to me. One of my friends that I was actually at the Scotland Yard with actually sent it to me whilst I was at the Blue. Mate, went to the Blue Jays game. My God, is it boring?
Oh, you did enjoy it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't get me wrong. The view, like the stadium's lovely. There's CN Tower right behind you. But what they kept doing is all the American kind of the support. Like we have all our chants. They go, let's go, go to. It's ridiculous. But they did the you know when they used to do in Russia, they go, let's go, Cena sucks. But they kept doing that. And I just started screaming, Arsenal suck. And then they did this. They went, and I just shut up. I went, Yids! And everyone looked at me because you can't say Yids. They don't know it here. People looked at me like I was like, no. I had to show my We Are Tottenham TV shirt. So listen,
excuse me, security. Could you remove this gentleman? He's
honestly,
really lost it.
Honestly, it was insane. But you can drink in the stadium and everything. So there was some hell of a lot of drunk people, and I was like, "Will you shut your fucking noise?" I was like, "I won't be going to a baseball game again."
I went to a baseball game I went and saw the Yankees play, and it was kind of a bit surreal. It like seemed like it just nothing really happened, and then halfway through the innings or halfway through the game, I can't even remember. I think I was that drunk. Everyone just stood up, and I was like, "Why? What the fuck's going on?" And then they started singing the national anthem. I was like, "Surely you do that at the start, not like halfway through." And it was like, I mean, I've been on the beers for 3 days before that, so I think it was just kind of a bit of paranoia. And I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
It was just so bizarre. It's like before I got there, Cincinnati, who are apparently the worst team in the league that we lost to, had gone 2 runs up. Then we got 2 more runs, and then for 6 innings, there was nothing apart from 1 home run from them. And then when the last out was, because I don't know when the last ball is, like you get 3 players and you're out. The guys hit it up in the air, went up in the air for ages, and as they went to catch it, just hundreds of people started walking. And then they caught it. There's no referee's whistle. There's no nothing. It was like, that's it, game over. And everyone just left quietly. I was like, what the going on here?
I sent you a message and I thought, perhaps he's going to be enjoying himself. You don't really want to read that. So I deleted it and put a calmer one on for you.
Oh, you could have put whatever you want on. It's like literally,
yeah.
Ilana wanted me to Ilana wanted me to do it. Ilana wanted me to do it, and it's a bank holiday here today. So my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law came with, and I was like, literally, she was like, "Do you want to go?" And this was weeks ago. I was like, "Yeah, of course I'll come up." And then she goes, "Okay, so." She said to me on Monday last week, she goes, "We're going to the baseball on Sunday." I was like, "Beg your pardon?" She's like, "Sunday." And I was like, "Well, what time?" And she goes, "Why?" And I said, "Well, Spurs are playing Norwich, and if you think I'm going to the Blue Jays ahead of that and not going to the Scotland Yard, but it's across the road or about a 5-minute walk from the Scotland Yard." So, yeah, I went, I can cross it off my list and say never again. But yeah, now I've spoken about the shitty sport that's over here. Back to Champions League football.
Yeah, look,
pleasure.
I don't care who we get. You know, I don't care. I mean, pot one is looking pretty strong, but it doesn't bother me where
we're in pot 2, aren't we?
We will be. When is the draw out? Do you know?
I don't know. Is it before or just as the season starts? I think
it's just as the season starts.
Yeah.
Well, it needs to hurry up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let's enjoy. Hurry up. It needs to hurry up.
On our day, we can beat anyone. I don't care what people say. We're going to get smashed. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. I don't care. We're going to have a surprise.
It doesn't matter. Who's going to be in the Champions League? 2 of the strongest teams are going to be City and Liverpool. We didn't lose to them this season, so why are we worried?
That's actually a really good point, Cougar. Yeah. But you know what? On yesterday's game, I don't know if you covered it yesterday's game, and I've been saying it for the last couple of games, or especially since Romero's been out, but Ben Davies, once again, was do you know what? And I am bringing him up a lot. Listen, Son takes the accolades, obviously. Kulusevski, Rodrigo Bentancur, today, Harry Kane, but Ben Davies, since Romero has been out, there are so many people that give this dude slack. People need to wake up. I'm not saying he needs to be first choice left back. He's certainly not, or left wing back. Left centre back. But he is certainly not to be sold.
No, he's definitely got to be there as a squad player at least.
He never says a bad word about the club. He always gives everything. And the last 3 games, he has been absolutely. I'd give him an 8 or 9 out of 10 for every game. He's been that good.
Yeah, well, Brian, the season even the season we finished second, he played more than Rose.
Yep.
But people always seem to forget that. Rose and Walker. It wasn't. It was Walker and Davies, especially on their biggest run.
Oh, George is in the building. Pick up George. Get George on. George, come on. Honestly, I said it when we were at the We Are Tottenham TV 100,000. We had to say our favourite callers, and I said, "Can I have a new person and a regular?" And George was the new. I love this man. I love George.
He was at the do, wasn't he?
He was indeed.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
George is a top man.
He is a top man. There's a comment there, Rez, while you're catching up from Phil. Rez, are you asleep, mate?
Oh, Simba, don't be there
we go. Yeah.
Look how cute this is. One second. Can you see Simba through the door?
Yeah.
That's what he does now. He's just literally, he starts meowing and crying. You got half an hour to your breakfast, you bastard.
Half an hour to breakfast. I'm typing. All right, Rez, could you send the link to Iggy, please, on his WhatsApp? He's just texted me. So look, Phil P, great to meet you. I met Phil with Stel and Iggy. If you go back up one comment, Rez, while you're not typing or doing what you're doing. God, this production in the background. Ridiculous. Wakes up late, can't type, can't do this. Anyway, I wonder, morning, we did it. Can't wait to see Stel. I wonder, will he be cooking pasta Arteta and a little humble pie? You know I love Stel, but you are in the mud, but you love it. And I think Stel's in the mud, not me. Big up to, I swear to God, Rez is I'm causing mayhem. Chris Agenbar in the house. Great comment there. Come on, Chris, if you want, and you can sing it, mate. But yeah, we can all, like Ben says, we can put our feet up for the summer finally, onwards and upwards.
I have to say, Ben Daniel, as in Ben We Are Tottenham TV, there's just WhatsApp me going, have we signed anyone yet?
Yeah. On the wind up. It was a family. It was
mate, it's what I was saying to him every day in January. But I actually tweeted it one second past New Year. I tweeted Spurs official and said, have we signed anyone yet? But yeah.
Yeah, look, I think like we said before we come on, I think Bob said it last night as well, is the fact that let's just enjoy it. But
right now, yeah, completely.
As for Stel, I was saying it last night, you can't really roast him because anything you throw at him, he's going to throw it straight at the Arsenal fans. He's not going to feel anything about it. He's going to love it all.
Did Bob have another show last night then? I must admit, I went to bed early again.
Oh, well, you know what Bob Spurs shows are like. It was all really professional and cutting-edge football talk.
Well, a bit like Chelsea Spurs, you mean?
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know whether anyone saw the tweet from Liam Gallagher. So Jamie Carragher saying, what are you saying, Carrie, you bellend? And Jamie Carragher said, I'm saying you'll never win the Champions League and Oasis Beatles.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Question mark. And then Specsavers have replied and gone, calm down, you've both got the same number of Premier League medals. Oh, dear. Ben, we're not going to talk about transfers, mate. We're just going to enjoy the moment. We're not going to go for long. What's going on? Al, if Nick's looking at his phone, you need to read the comments. Yes, Al, you need to read the comments, Al, if I'm looking at my phone. Not just sit there and look pretty. I mean, you're not doing that.
Don't have a dig at me. Don't have a dig at me because you couldn't watch the game yesterday. Just because you couldn't watch the game because you wasn't allowed.
I'm going to look at my phone.
Because you didn't have the trousers on yesterday. Do not start on me, boy.
I didn't have trousers on. You're right. I had shorts.
We need sensible transfers. Don't need big players with egos. Barnabas.
Oh, you're reading the comment. Thank you, Barnabas, for your comment. Apologies for Alan's reading of your comment.
Do you know what? I'm so happy I woke up. Do you know what?
I've got to get it in now. I'm not going to speak to you. Well, I'm going to speak to you, but it's the last Tottenham tea on toast, so I've got to kind of get everything in now.
Do you know what?
Beautiful reading.
I have to say, I think I'm going to thank Simba for waking me up so I could be a part of this.
We don't usually have chaos on a Monday, right? Usually it's quite tame compared to Thursday nights.
What are you talking about, Al?
Well, we usually talk about football on the Monday morning, don't we?
We're not really talking about football, Al. We're talking about top four. We don't need to go into the game. We won 5-0. Kuva got smashed. Brian was in the Scotland yard and then watched a game of rounders. And,
mate, I'll tell you what. If this is the prisoner of cell block H, I'm in the penthouse. I'm in the penthouse of prisoner of cell block H right now.
Dark like 5 seconds ago, and now it's
mate. I know. Do you know what this looks like, mate? I don't know why. If people remember, it reminds me of fucking Ramsey Street. When you looked at at the beginning of Neighbours, didn't it? It's like literally.
Don't mention Ramsey Street because Tommy Mitchell will get excited because he'll start thinking about Bouncer. So got quite a few bits to do today. And I'm going to go meet Brad Matthews at the airport in a few hours. Does he land today?
He lands today, yeah, mate. He should be. What time is it there? He should be making his way to the airport now.
10:30 now. So yeah, where the hell is Iggy? I don't know, Iggy. Where are you?
Iggy. We can't see.
We can't see. Hang on. Who are you? Where are you? Let me send. I don't know. Rez, did you send him the link? Maybe he didn't see it. I don't know. Iggy's on top of the world because not only did Spurs get top four, AC Milan won the championship as well. So
they did win it. Congratulations, Iggy, brother.
Yeah. So I mean, we're probably in a worse place. Iggy is on his way. Thank you. Sorry, I should have asked you, Sophie. I should have asked you to let us know where Iggy is after that. So yeah, Kuva, what are you going to do with your summer? That's the next question.
Sleep. Do the opposite of a bear. Just go through a hibernation in the summer. It's not worth doing anything, is it? Wake up, check transfer news. That's it.
Yeah.
Anything else is just
There he is.
Iggy. Oi.
How are you guys?
Yeah, how are you, mate?
Oh, what a night.
Buzzing, guys. Buzzing. What a night indeed. Honestly. You know what? There's the advert, and I wrote this yesterday. If Carlsberg made a perfect day, yesterday would have been it. Honestly, from a football front, I don't know what to say, man. I watched the Spurs game first, and then I watched the Milan game after, and it was just like, you think to yourself, 2 games back to back, surely someone is gonna. There's a little thing in your back of your head, you're thinking someone's gonna F it up here. And I thought to myself, you know what? And I thought, get that thought out of your head straight away. And it turned out to be just better. 5-0. What?
Oh.
5-0 Spurs. Then AC were 3-0 up at half time, and you're thinking these guys only need a point, but no, we wanted riot. We wanted riot, guys. We didn't want just a point. We didn't want 3. We wanted a riot. We wanted Sonny top scorer, and Champions League football back. Champions League football is back. Isn't it? Football is back at the lane.
Iggy, serious question for you. Spurs get Milan.
Don't do it. Don't. Because I'm going to start talking about Levy. Don't do it.
No. I'm saying
no. I know what you're going to ask. I don't want to hear it.
I want to hear it. Right, what are you going to ask him?
I know what he's going to ask, and I ain't answer it because I just want to enjoy it. Don't enjoy
it. Fair play. I'm going to get Joe Iggy. Fair play, Joe.
I want to enjoy it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about that. Honestly, I don't. It happened once already, and it wasn't great. And I really, you know what I did that day,
So you've
Brian?
just answered you just answered my question.
Yeah, I know I answered the question because someone's asked me this many a times before. And you know what I did that day? Both home and away. I went for a walk at the park. I didn't watch the game. I've never seen those games. I know the score. I know who won. I know who went through. I heard about it all, the Gattuso and the Jordan. I heard all about that. And I thought, I don't care. I don't. I'm not having this. And do you know what? If you said to me, here you go. If you said to me, someone, if you get it, who needs enemies, Han? When you got your own wife in the comments asking me the question, who needs enemies? And honestly, so I just said, you know what? Believe me when I say this. I went for a walk, both home and away legs, and I never ever watched those games because for me they're an absolute nightmare. And but you know what? How are you guys feeling? Forget how I'm feeling. How are you guys feeling?
Buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing.
Al might go for a run later, he said.
Yeah, on the scooter.
Hey, listen, the council have had a lot of problems with people doing donuts in the roads and stuff like that. So, Alan, please stop, man. It is costing council a lot of money to clear all them donuts in the car parks, in the streets, and whatever it is you do. I know you've caused riot where you are, so don't do it.
Oh, Sophie.
What's this all about? Payback from Saturday.
What did he do Saturday, Sophie?
Yes.
He did nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Quiet night in.
Yeah. We can't go there because that was a really late night show and some shit was said. I said it. And we're not allowed to swear in the morning and kids watching. No, kids shouldn't be. How you guys feel? How you feeling? How you, Nick? I don't know how the rest of the panel felt, but me and you from the off, we always believed, always. And we knew we'd get. I don't know how Brian, Kuba, I don't know where you was at with it, or did you honestly think, or did you doubt?
No doubt, no doubt at all.
Not about yesterday, but just generally. Did you always think we'll make top four, or was you one of those guys that thought, I don't know about this season, might be one too soon?
Well, like I said earlier, I think most of us, when Nuno was here, we just thought we got no chance.
Oh no, forget Nuno.
But coming on later part of the season when we had that lull and Arsenal went about 6 points ahead with a game in hand on us as well.
Yeah,
it looked really dodgy at that point. But I thought we've seen this so many times in football. Things change very quickly week to week. You only need that little run. They have a couple of bad results and we're back in it. Sure enough, that happened. Then again, even when we had a bit of a slip up then, and they're 4 points ahead of us, he thought, you know what, they got to come to our place. We're going to batter them. I think most of us felt that. It was in the air right away, weeks beforehand.
Do you know what, Kuba? That day at White Hart Lane on the high street, we was on the main road, okay? We got there really early. Some of us got even earlier than I did. And I was there from like 5:30, and the guys were already in the number 8 pub. One of them's right here. There were 2 of them already in there from way before I arrived. And I took that walk on the main high road. So we parked on Northumberland Park Road, and we walked the whole way. And I tell you what, the sensation and the feeling that I got taking a walk as I was heading towards the number 8 pub, I just thought, this is just something else. Honestly, it felt like I was in Europe. I've gone to like the Rome derby, I've gone to the Milan derby, I've gone to those, and flares, fireworks. It was like, am I in England? Because normally there's more order in this country. I mean, in Europe, they're just fanatics, and I get that, and it's comes part of the craziness that goes with it. But we're in London here, and it's like, I've been to many North London derbies, but this was just something else right from the off. From the streets, Kuva, Brian, I mean, I won't tell the other 2 lads because they'll know about it, but it was from the streets, then they came, And then it just went, and you're just thinking, man, this is a European night versus your most hatred rivals. And I absolutely loved every second of it because it just got my blood pumping. Then from the streets, we went to the terraces. And we absolutely, even before kickoff, it was over. We said, and Stelz, to be fair to Stelz, he was right from the car all the way to the ground. He was saying, we are going to absolute pump. There's no way these guys, as soon as they come out of that tunnel, they're going to look around. He was saying this for weeks. They're going to look around. Although he's going to eat a lot of crap when he comes back. Don't worry about that. We've already got him lined up. But anyway, and he said, as soon as these boys, which is what he called the Arsenal players, the boys come out of the tunnel, they're going to look round, they're going to go, wow. And that's exactly what happened. The moment they came out, you can see it because I was sitting, well, Nick Rosewood said, I was sitting right next to the dugouts and I could see their eyes as they were lining up. And I thought, they don't know what they just come to. We won it in the streets, won it in the terraces, and now you just hope now the boys have got to do it on the pitch. And they responded. And from then on, it was over for them. They came away from that to pieces and they had to pick themselves up and go again at Newcastle, and they weren't there. If you saw that game from the off, they weren't there. We broke them.
You know the film Gladiator. Yeah. There's a point when Russell Crowe, he's waiting to come out into the arena and he looks down and he see one of the other blokes has pissed himself down.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just thinking that's the Arsenal players coming out that day.
Guys, we broke them. Yeah. And I saw it all in front of my eyes. They were broken. Right from the off, they came away. Listen, you know when it's bad. When Gabriel was supposed to be their best defender, 5 minutes to the end, he was injured. He came off. He left his butthole on the pitch. He left it there. All right. And you knew he left it there. He's pulled a hamstring. I'm thinking, I'm seeing him walk the whole way off. Everyone's going mad. And I'm just looking at him walking off. I thought, this guy ain't got his hamstring. And I thought, anyhow, he steps onto the pitch at Newcastle from the start, I know it wasn't a hamstring, and he just knew it. As soon as I saw him that starting lineup, and he played the whole game, I thought, yeah, I knew on the night that your butthole went. I knew it. And you just by stepping on that pitch from the start at Newcastle tells me that I don't want to swear, your butthole was left. It's still at White Hart Lane now. Gabriel, or any Arsenal fans that are watching, if you want to come to White Hart Lane, we will give him his butthole back. He's going to need it for next season. So come and pick it up. By the way, I heard that beautiful song that you played before I came on. And I put it in my video because I heard it when I woke up this morning. And it was beautiful. Only Fools and Horses, one of my favourite all-time shows. And they came up with lyrics. Respect to the boys that did that. I absolutely loved it. It made me smile. And I sang it on my video. I never sing anywhere. But I had to put that song in there and just sang it because I didn't know it was copyright and all that stuff. I didn't want to get into that. But it was beautiful. And to hear it again when you guys played it, it just made me smile again. And that's going to be something I'm going to hear. Sorry, guys. I'm going on and on and on.
That's fine, Iggy. That's fine.
Iggy, carry on.
I went to bed, guys, and I went to bed with I was absolutely ruined. First of all, let me just tell you this. I had too much vino. It was my brother's birthday yesterday. We had a bit too much vino. And then when those results came through, more vino came through, came home, and I just thought, you know what, guys? This is good. Woke up this morning and I'm still on that wave.
You know what it is, Iggy, as well? The champion, it just went to show yesterday how good this league is. What's up, Benny boy?
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Great day. It's a great day.
You looking at yesterday, the league title going down to the wire again, us sorting us out, Sun Champions League, the relegation battle this league, it may have lost its power in the last couple of years, like not have been because of the two being so far ahead, but you got to see yesterday where all three, even Europa and Conference League. By the way, big up the West Ham fans in the Conference League. Your biggest season. You've gone from Europa to Conference, and we've gone from Conference to Champions League.
Respect, West Ham. Can we also add? Can we also add to that? Can we also add Arteta? 3 years, and I just again I said it on this Good Morning Tottenham Away video. 3 seasons. however many millions, trust the process. Arteta, we believe in you. Keep doing what you're doing and keep bringing European football. Sorry, no, it wasn't Champions. What? Oh, keep bringing Europa football at the Emirates. It's honestly with all them millions and in Arteta we trust and trust the process. If the Arsenal fans are not trusting this process, we at Spurs are. Keep doing these wonderful stuff.
We're trusting it.
Be fair, Eggy. It's a big step up for them going to European football.
Yeah, you guys, you played one game a week all season. Now you're going to be playing Thursday nights. Oh, what a night! Oh,
Iggy.
What a night!
Iggy.
Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night.
You make a fucking shine. What a feeling, what a night.
It's back, baby. That chant is back. And if we can get this Only Fools and Horses one to go with it as well, I'm telling you what. Yeah, just watch me at the lane. Watch me at the lane when those nights are back. Watch it.
Mate, you should have seen it at the yard, at Scotland Yard. It was, I mean,
I believe it.
Like Carrow Road.
Did you get some footage? Did you get some footage, Brian?
Oh, mate, I'll send you some videos now, bro.
No. Put them up on your channel. I want to see them all, man. I want to see them all. Obviously, the ones that you can play. If they're swearing and insults and stuff like that, then them ones that you send to me direct. I don't want you to get struck.
They're all on their way to you now.
Fantastic. I'll look forward. You know what? And that's another thing, guys. And I admit, I didn't sleep well Saturday night, as you all know. Sunday morning, I was up, crack of dawn. And last night, I was planning to watch so much content. I was going to watch everything in it, and I absolutely crashed out watching. I couldn't even go to Bob's Bar. I was going to go Bob's Bar, and I thought, Bob, I'm struggling to stay awake. I can't keep my eyes open. So, gutted. But I'm going to watch everything today. I took a day off deliberately, like you all have.
No, we're working.
Okay, wait. If this is work, okay.
I'm working.
I'll take it out. And today I'm going to spend the whole day watching everything that I missed out on last night.
I'm doing this. Then I'm going to the wedding venue, and then I might do a bit of work this afternoon. So, we have a new guest.
How you doing, Eugene?
I'm working.
If you want to make way for some more guests, Barry, let me know, man. I'm happy to step out. But where's Ben gone? Is he gone?
He's gone. I sent to kick Al out. If I'm honest.
I can go. I've been on for a bit.
What about you?
I think I've got to go soon, guys. The customers walking in. That's
how
it goes.
I'm back.
Well, you know what? I've now got to go feed Simba anyway, so you can have Al back. And have
the feed Simba. So, right, Brian, before you go, where can we find you, mate?
You can find me at Tottenham on Tour. That's where you can find me. That's the home channel. I'm sure I'll find my way onto We Are Tottenham TV today when they go live. I have a funny feeling. Then, a lot of stuff coming out from Tottenham on Tour during the summer. So, keep your eyes out, but most importantly, in 10 days, at this exact time, I will be boarding the plane at this exact time.
Can't wait.
So, not long now. See you soon, Levy. And as always, I can say it now, Levy out.
Brilliant. Ben, right, Eugene, you got to be quick then, Eugene. Your thoughts on yesterday and your highlight of the season?
Yesterday, I had to rush home from work just to catch that match. Had my dinner at the same time. It was a good win. Biggest highlight of the season, Sonny, Golden Boot winner.
Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Son. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. And did he provide another one.
Yeah. And hopefully next year he'll get one more. And this time he'll get clear of everyone. Right? But the narrative is, right, when Sonny scored 2 goals and he was alone up there, Salah had to score 1 too. What a bullshit.
Yes, outside. We all feel really impatient now, but we need to recover. We need to recharge.
But wait, guys! It ain't going to be too long. Don't forget it's World Cup year, so they're going to start earlier than what they normally do, don't they?
First week of August.
Yeah, so it's believe me, that will go quick.
Yeah. Of course it will.
No, it won't. It's no one. It feels like an eternity.
Yeah, it's only 1 week earlier. To be honest with you,
Summer,
the World
summer's
Cup
gonna
usually
pass very
kills it
quick.
off.
Summer's gonna pass very quick. You know why, guys? If Levy doesn't back Conte, watch what's gonna happen. That's gonna turn very, very quick. Yeah. So you better back Conte and give him what he wants. And then if things goes well, I might even be in South Korea with Guguma.
Thanks, Rez, for that depressing 2.5 months to wait.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah, life without football is like being in prison, isn't it? Every week is a month.
We got to talk to our partners, wives, girlfriends, or all three at the same time.
Yeah, some of us have got to marry them as well.
Yeah. I better hope that we don't. There's no fixture on the 3rd of September. So if you're watching,
oh shit! No, there will be. Normally it's the
be.
second week, isn't it? It's International Week, isn't it? How you doing,
well,
Phil?
I'm hoping that maybe if they bring it forward a week, that then they'll do that. So
yeah, but will they be playing internationals because of the World Cup? You know, they might be sparing it out.
I don't know. They might be doing some warm-ups or something. No.
I think.
Well, if there is, you got to put the big screen up. And I'm sorry, man, for 90 minutes, they go just have to lump it. Hey, you'll be mad by then. They can't divorce you that quick, so don't worry about it.
Exactly. So, yeah, do you know what'll be funny? It'll be Liverpool Spurs. That'll be what will be playing on that day.
Or the North London derby, who knows?
No. No North London derby on the 3rd of September. Otherwise, there's going to be a movement of the wedding date.
Well, is Laura Liverpool as well then? I know you said Troy was. Oh.
Yeah. So I guarantee you that day. I guarantee you 2 things. The 3rd of September will be Liverpool Spurs, and Milan will get Spurs in the group stages of the Champions League.
Why do that for? That's all right. That's all right. Then I'll come to the wedding from the start because I'm going to be watching it.
Do what I did in my brother's wedding. I just watched Tottenham versus Newcastle on the phone. Was that?
Do you know what? There's ways and ways nowadays. There's ways and ways, and So wouldn't be worrying too much about it.
I thought we haven't had a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff for ages, so the chances of us having a 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday is going to be highly unlikely. So, but maybe
because we've got Champions League football now.
We're
gonna get Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday night we leave to the others, so we're gonna get a lot more Saturday games because we don't play on Thursdays anymore.
Yeah.
But
who plays
on Thursdays nowadays?
So unless you meet Manchester United,
nobody important,
or West Ham, West Ham is in the Conference League, right? So
be West Ham. It'll be. Love it. Absolutely love it. Awesome.
Excellent. Ben,
it's been so long, guys.
Your thoughts and feelings on yesterday and the highlight of the season?
I was just going to say quickly, I've got to nip off for 5 minutes because the window cleaner's arrived and he's being very aggressive with the windows. And it's because he's a gooner, so I'm going to have to go and give him some shit for.
No, don't. All you've got to do, open a little bit of the window where the stairs or the steps are leaning on. Just open it, and he can just go all the way the other way. Just land at the other end, in the hope that Daigle isn't down the bottom waiting or anything like that.
I was just going to ask him if he's going to finish the job because his team doesn't.
Yes, Scuba.
Yeah. Ooh, wait till the windows are clean first.
Yeah.
He's really giving it some. It's like slamming the broom and the brush on it.
Not happy.
All right, I'll be right back.
No worries, man.
Bloody Tottenham fans.
Sue's decided to cut the bloody grass.
Sue's cut. Well, what? Oh yeah, I was going to say you cut it.
You donut.
Surely you can get like a little attachment onto the front of the scooter.
No,
and just wangle it round.
I'll tell you, at that garden, you got a path there. Then all of a sudden, the rest of the garden goes up. So I wouldn't ever get up the top of the blooming garden on the scooter, let alone down it.
Will you be in the pond then, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Stell's in the mud. You're in the pond.
Mate, you know what? Ever since, honestly, Conte's changed it completely for us, man. Conte has changed it. And this is the hat I bought the first game I went to see at Vitesse. I bought it on the stands that very night. And every home game I've attended to, I've worn this hat. And we've won every single one of them. The only time I went to a game that and we lost against Brighton, I weren't wearing this hat because
your fault now.
I wasn't wearing it.
I'm in Milan. I'm gonna have to buy a proper hat in Milan.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Then before we wrap up, because we only go for an hour.
Yeah.
And I need to get ready. If I'm late for this meeting,
Right.
there'll be no. You guys can carry on. I'll just go. Ben, what?
We don't need you.
Wow,
okay.
That's deep.
Wow,
that's hardcore, man.
Yeah. I'm giving it back. The amount of grief I get off of him, I'll give it back sometime.
Fair enough.
Oh, no.
Booted him out. Whoop. Yeah. Well done, good salary. How you doing?
Thanks, Wes. Yeah, Sean, jump on if you want to jump on. The link's in the chat. So Ben, like yesterday, and I'll just put it out on the spot. Oh, he'll only start crying, mate. You know. Oh, come back, everybody! Don't leave me on my own.
Val, you close the show when you need to close the show, man. We're just here. We're your guests.
I'll do what I like. It's my show, like Red said the other day. My show. I'll do what I like.
Tottenham tea and toast with Al. That's Al first, yeah, and then.
Oh wow! Wow!
Right, Al. Off you go. Then you can take over.
He's made.
Come on, you Spurs! What else is to talk about apart from the brilliant result yesterday? Iggy's happy because AC have won the league. We've had a great week, boys. We've had a great week. Arsenal couldn't hold on to a 6-point lead and won with a game in hand. We broke them down, and when they come to the lane, we broke them completely. Now put them back on this because, as I say, there's nothing else to talk about. Well, what a night. I'll start singing if you don't. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. You play Thursdays because you're fucking shite. Oh, my darling, what a night. I'm going to go on mute soon because enough of that.
If you don't put them back on, I'll have to start singing. Oh, so Rez is immediately not going to put them on.
See? Blackmail. I use blackmail.
Oh dear. So
you got to go and do a wedding, so you can
not doing a wedding now. Right, Ben, your thoughts on yesterday, and then we'll wrap up.
It was bloody excellent, wasn't it? Usually we're worried going into the end of the season where we have a must-end game. Not yesterday. Absolutely beers in the sunshine. Absolutely chilling with the lads. We knew yesterday we were going there because this manager is something special, and he's prepared that team to win football matches, and they won that football match. There was never a doubt. Last game of the season, with it in our hands, we were dropping it. And it shows the mentality is starting to form in the heads of the players. He's building his idea. He's drilling players every single day. All he needs now is a couple more spectacular signings, Bastoni, and Tottenham can be something really special. And I think this with the Alistair Gold article yesterday saying he's going to fully back Conte, the owner of the football club. And if he does it, then we'll be very happy next year. Minimum top 3, in my opinion, and we can go for something special.
Yeah, brilliant. Kuva, just an update on your window cleaner. Is he alive, or what did you do to him?
He is. I don't know if you can see the water got on my hat because he did squirt at me.
Yeah.
I just said perhaps he preferred to do the bottom windows. I managed the top 4.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Just a little thing. Just a little thing I've got here. Just some oil. Perfect for marinades and roasting. Don't know. Oh, you can see it there. Stel. I've got some.
That's where every Arsenal fan's going. They're going to a coffee roaster.
I've got some salt. There we go. And we're just waiting for you, Stel. And in the dish, we're just going to wait for you, Stel. Yeah, that's just the kind of appetizer to kind of what's going to happen.
He's back in the UK Wednesday. Wednesday's back in the UK.
Wednesday. We cannot wait. But guys, Al, from you, not just on here, but do you want to say thank you to anyone? Do you want to say you miss everyone? Or what?
I'd just love to say thank you to everyone for bringing me into the community. I'll tell you something, I've met a great bunch of people. Even Nick ain't too bad. I met him once.
Oh,
Twice. Oh, twice. But no, as I say, it's been great meeting you all. I'm really glad you've helped me settle in. I've really enjoyed myself and looking forward to seeing you sometime in the summer, in the new season.
Oh, it's not you that meets us. It's us that meet you. Remember that.
Although I've got a special day on Thursday, Iggy. I've got a special day on Thursday.
Go on, Al. Tell us about your special day as you dropped it in.
I've got I've had an invite.
Yes, Alan. You tell him who's boss.
Yeah.
Tell him.
I've had an invite to go. I'll be just driving a buggy, but I'm caddying for Mickey Hazard on one of the golf days they're having at Wentworth Golf Club this year.
Oh, don't
so
tell
if
him
you
what
want to see Al,
a few others. I will be featuring a few other legends apparently.
Right, can you get their numbers and we'll get them on the show, Al? Yeah, this is your opportunity. Don't fuck it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should try my hardest.
Well, now that you told everyone where they are, they're all gonna be there.
Yeah. Guys, if there's any trouble around Virginia Water on Thursday, it's because Alan is there. Just doing it. Guys, I'm going to wrap up. Otherwise, I'm in shit. So obviously we can find Iggy. Where can we find you, Ben and Eugene?
Tottenham Away. We're going to be on. Tottenham Away is where you can find us. Content will be coming out every day. And of course,
don't worry, Iggy. They're going to continue without you. So without me. So they're going to continue. So maybe Rez will come on. So it's fine. So we'll continue. I don't want to cut it short because of me.
No, of course.
But anyway, guys, for me personally, it's been a pleasure to meet you all, not just on stream. I think Eugene was probably one of the first streams that I went on before I then found my place. But, meeting you guys, speaking to you, Ben, coming to a coffee shop, having lunch with you, Iggy, meeting Al, I suppose, has been a highlight, and looking after him. But look, for me, it's been incredible. And all the people in the comments, Bob Spur, Sean, George, who we've met, big up Carl, Bobby K, and I look forward to meeting more of you as the season goes on. I was just looking today; it's kind of been 5 months since I'd properly started meeting you all, and it's been, like Al said, it's been emotional and worthwhile thing that we've all done, and it's great. And we wouldn't be here. I guess we wouldn't be here without lockdown. We wouldn't be doing all these things that we're doing. So, guys, I'm going to leave you. These guys are going to stay and enjoy the rest of your day. And come on, you Spurs.
Take care, Nick.
See you later, Nico. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh well.
Hello.
The resonator.
How are you all? Good morning. I'm still rude.
What happened last night, Rez?
Muted,
Good
Rez.
night, was it?
No, it was just late. And I so obviously Tottenham Tea and Toast goes out at 10 in the morning, and about 9:50 I'm still in bed asleep, and I get this buzzing, which is my phone ringing, which is Al calling me saying, "Where the fuck are you?"
I wouldn't be that rude, you know that.
I've never set up a stream faster in my life.
The boss. When the boss calls.
I'd never be that rude. He knows it.
Guys, what do you think of this?
Fantastic.
It's just a shame. It's a shame that Salah scored so Kuva couldn't win his 800 quid. So Salah, you're a selfish bastard. We all don't like you. Sod you. Sod you. Sod you.
Yeah. You know, after our game ended, right, I had to go over to the Liverpool match, right, to make sure Salah didn't score another one. My God.
It was too late by then.
No,
to be fair,
no, he really had one. Just in case he does scores another one, then Sonny won't get the goal.
Yeah, to be fair, there was a different bet I would have preferred to have won, but it would have been incredibly comical. That would have been Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Spurs all losing. £1 bet that was worth 17,000.
Whoa!
Wow. Yeah. Imagine that.
So Sonny gets the golden
for all of them winning.
Yeah, that was probably a lot shorter, I would imagine.
Yeah. You know what? At one point, I didn't think he was going to get his goal because he was trying so hard after we had gone 3-0, you know, and it was like there was a couple of Krul was saving. You can see that in some of the finishing that he was doing, like that one-on-one where he tried to solve it in, and the keeper saved it. You're like, you're trying so hard, Sonny. Relax, just do what you normally do. You will score. And then
one-on-one's about the first time he hasn't.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one when it was scored, and the thing is, then he got that assist from Kulusevski where he kind of tripped on himself and he couldn't square it to him, and that was blocked off the line. You're thinking it ain't gonna happen for him, is it? And then when that first one went in, and then to top it off with that second, my God, it kind of had a, oh my word, it kind of had a similar sort of finish that he did against Leicester City, but obviously on the opposite side of his right foot. And he absolutely bent that top corner, and we lost our. I don't even want to say it, but we lost our heads. We lost our heads so badly on that second goal. It was just such a relief, and you think to yourself, right, now we just need Salah not to score. But it doesn't matter because he still ended up getting the golden boot anyway, and he needed that second goal. Otherwise, he would have lost it. If he scored one and then Salah scores the other one, he loses it. So. It's fine. It's fine.
The crowd was all singing, weren't they? Just before he unleashed that second one, the crowd was shouting, shoot.
But don't forget, Al, how far behind Sonny actually was from Salah to begin with. You know, the fact that he even reached to the level of goals that he scored.
Without penalties.
And without penalties, you're absolutely correct. Without penalties too. Listen, it was great. It was great, and it turned out all right. Do you know what? We had to get the game, and get it sorted out, which we did quite early on and quite comfortably, as Ben and Kuva said. We was comfortable throughout the game. I didn't feel any nerves whatsoever, which always worries me when I go into games and I'm not feeling any kind of bars, not bars, but nerves. You know, the nervous energy, and you're just thinking, am I too relaxed? Am I watching this game a little bit too relaxed? But it turned out to be we was absolutely fine, and just honestly, like I said earlier, if Carlsberg made a perfect day yesterday, for me personally, yesterday was just the beginning, the middle, and then afterwards that followed was just superb.
Yeah, guys, I was more nervous for Sonny not to score. You know, after getting those 3 goals, I was thinking,
you're right.
He has to score. I was more nervous for Sonny.
He did.
So when he scored his first goal, I was jumping up and down.
Eugene, you know what it is? He deserves it. I don't know. Even neutral fans will want. Do you know my son? Bless him, right? And this is honestly, I couldn't believe what I heard. He said, "You know what? He said it as it was happening live. He was looking at it. Obviously, he wanted his own team to get the result, rightly so. But it was like, you know, if it comes down to Salah and Son, I really want Son to win it. I really want Son to. He goes, he's made no secret. He would swap Son for Salah in a heartbeat. He said this many times to me, and he loved it. He loved the fact that Son didn't miss out, essentially.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's hope the rest of the country, though, when it comes to them doing when it comes to doing the preparation to vote for a player of the season, because that was the officials, weren't it? The other day.
Yeah.
I remember rightly.
No, that was the fans, wasn't it? It was the fans.
No, I thought the fans only voted on the last 6, didn't they? I think the fans only voted on the last, once it come up to the last 6, I think the fans voted then. I think if it was, well, put it this way, otherwise the fans just totally excluded him because no one.
So every person in Korea download your VPN and set it to UK and then vote for Sonny.
Simple as that. That's not a bad shout, Ben. He would absolutely, he would win it by his landslide.
I'm trying to get Shellside Spurs a VPN sponsorship.
I must admit, there was one other result I was quite pleased with yesterday. I know it might sound silly, but I was actually quite pleased to see Leeds stay up. After the way Burnley done Dyche, I was quite pleased to see them stay up.
Oh, I'm glad they're gone. I'm glad they're gone. They're just one of those games that I always hated. Never, ever enjoyed sitting at home in the middle or wherever it is I am, in the middle of winter somewhere, thinking, where are we playing today, guys? Oh, we're going away to Burnley. It was all, we're going away to Burnley. All the time I'd say that. I'm not Burnley away. I bet it's pissing down rain, or it's cold, or it's thunderstorms. It's always. I don't get the thing, you know. For example, when we go to Newcastle away, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. I always look forward to Newcastle Spurs. Something about that game that now it's like a Burnley away, and it'll always be on a Wednesday night.
What's the first fixture we look for? Tottenham away.
And thankfully they're gone. Leeds United is going to be always a good fixture.
Guys, it will be classic.
Bob's got a question. So I was wondering if you guys wanted to address it. It's, when did we first see Conte's Spurs this season? Did we see that in abundance yesterday? The collective mindset of fans and players was the same. Relaxed. Al, let's start with you because it is your show. I mean, I'm doing the questions, but it's your show. I don't want
to be honest with you, I think we did show a collectiveness yesterday. I mean, the team just looked a unit. They looked like they had a backbone. They never looked like they were nervous in any way, shape, or form. You know, one bad pass. I think we made one bad pass really the whole game. You know, one bad pass. You know, that ain't the Spurs that was playing under Nuno. One bad pass, and then luckily they never took advantage of it. But yeah, I'll tell you something. Yesterday, especially once the first goal went in, I was so mellow and relaxed. I just didn't think anything could happen that could change it, because Norwich didn't show anything. But yeah, Conte. Well, I think he done a lot of business when he came in, because I think he was its first 7 or 8 games, weren't it, undefeated. He had one draw or 2 draws in that thing. I got a little bit worried during January, because we did hit that win lose streak. And it was a bit worrying then. And the only other time it was a bit of a worry was when we lost to Brighton. But once you knew we was in reaching distance of Arsenal, and they come to play at ours, as you said, Iggy, they looked scared. Yeah. And I think that atmosphere that night, and them having to play on the Monday night in another loud atmosphere, they bottled it. And it was fucking superb. Enjoyable. I loved it. So,
Iggy, when did you first play?
Do you know what? There was always, you know, when you've got the ingredients, it was always from the first game that he took over. He was always putting the little ingredients. Ben alluded to it earlier on. He was planting stuff and his like mindset, and he was putting little ingredients, but it was just a case of getting it all together to get it to taste the food exactly like he wanted. But he was adding to the elements to it right from the moment he took over. For me, there was two milestones that stick in my mind straight away as you asked me that question. Winning at Man City and following it up with a Burnley defeat. And yeah, George, you're absolutely right. Man City away, then we follow that with a really poor performance against Burnley. And then he did that post-match conference where we thought, oh shit, he's leaving here. But he wasn't. He was just saying, I am not having this because this up and down stability within the team, it was just going to do his head in. And that's what happened that night. For me, from that milestone and that moment, for me, that was a turn, because what followed after that, and then the sign of maturity, when you knew, right, Conte's got into them, was Brighton, Brentford, not having a shot on goal. And then we followed it up. We went to Liverpool at Anfield and played the way we did, getting the result we did. And then the sign of maturity, and then we followed that with the Arsenal win. And then the sign of real maturity was, after such a massive high, Arsenal. Now I put that probably in the same sort of high we was after the Man City game. There was the sign of maturity, Wes, that followed at Burnley at home. Only 3 days later, you think if we're going to slip up like we did after Man City, it's over, because we haven't learned that lesson. And bottom line was, yes, it was a tough game. It wasn't easy. We scored a penalty, but we pulled through it and we came away with 3 points. That, for me, was the defining moment, because without that sign of maturity by the team, the rest doesn't follow. Yes, we relied on Newcastle to do a job, but we knew we broke their bones, like I said earlier, at Thursday night. So they were done. They, like I said, I mentioned it earlier on, Gabriel left his butthole at the ground when he went off with 5 minutes to go, because they were broken. That followed, and then we went from there. But that, for me, was the Conte's hand right there, because he knew we messed up at Burnley after that great win at Man City, but we wasn't going to mess it up. Certainly not our own doing after the Arsenal win, because we knew he wasn't. That was a different team by then. And yes, Alan's right. We went for a run of games where we went unbeaten, but for me, that was the hand from the beginning and the second time around. And then from there, in between, there was a lot of ingredients being put into that food to make it what it was in the very end. But mentally, that was the hardest change for me, to change that shift in mindset. And I was just thinking to myself, now I sit here this morning, I say to you guys, brilliant what we did last night. We should enjoy today. But tomorrow I'm thinking to myself, if this guy's given 3 or 4 really good quality players, Spurs could be a real force next season. Now the hand, which is the point of my videos every morning, every day I've been speaking, is now I've got Tottenham where I want them to be. Now the hands of Mr. Levy and the board and the company. I don't want to get into it too much because today is a celebration day, but I'm thinking already ahead. The hand now has to be forced, said this guy needs backing. And that's the only thing I don't know, Rez. I'm hoping, all I can do is hope that it does. But my head's already there now, because we've achieved what we had to achieve. The following day, my head's thinking, Conte deserves backing. If he can do this with this group of players, give him 3 or 4 real top players, what can we go on to dream? What can we go on to dream, dare, and do? Or dare, dream, do. Dare, dream, do next year. If we're given that.
The question, Kuva, is this now? I mean, obviously, in my mind, officially the Conte era starts now, because that half season is like a preamble. But is this now the base? Has Conte set the base now? And I'll ask Kuva, has Conte set the base now for what he's going to want to do next season?
I think so. You just look at what was achieved in that short amount of time. We've gone from no hope, directionless ship, to You say it's like it was a bit of white knuckle, the qualifying for top four, but I always felt like we were going to, because Arsenal weren't going to stay unbeaten after that lucky run of results they had. They're rubbish. I mean, we just cruised past them in the end. Well, league table says otherwise, but I thought it was more comfortable than it looked. Conte has put his stamp on the club. I mean, the original question was from Bob was when did we first see it from Conte? And I think it's difficult to pinpoint an exact match, but for me, the first sign of it was home to Leeds when we were 1-0 down at half time, and Leeds were outplaying us. And half time, he just completely put his foot down. He said that this is not acceptable. I mean, what's Italian for no bruv? Nessun Fratello, or anyway,
guys, I gotta go. All right, customers coming in now. Catch you later.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Yeah, so the turnaround was evident there in that Leeds match for me. You saw the complete change in style, far more aggressive, dominate the game, don't let them off the hook, and just relentlessly keep the pressure on them. And they did crack. And I thought, you know what? If Nuno was still here, we would have just lost that game. There would have been no coming back from them Leeds taking the lead. But we totally turned it around, and that has been basically what Conte's done this season. It's the complete turnaround of attitude, direction. There's a sense of we're going to do something. You can almost taste the polish on the silverware coming up. Yeah. It's I'll just genuinely feel like next season we're going to be established top four. We're going to be lifting a domestic trophy. I'm hoping the FA Cup, maybe 2. Let's be greedy. And then have a good run in Europe and enjoy it. I'm not expecting to win the Champions League, and I'm not expecting to win the league next season. But we'll be in with a shout on the league, I think. We'll improve. If we gain another sort of 10 points, 12 points for what we did this season, we're a lot closer. Then you throw in the season after a couple of world-class signings, or even one, if it's the right one. That can make up those extra points. We could be in the mix then. Expecting it in just one season's time, though, might be a bit much.
Yeah,
I do expect the marked improvement, and I do think we're capable of winning something. So it's going to be fantastic next season. So, yeah, it's the start of the Conte era because we're going to be winning stuff.
Ben, your thoughts?
If we go back to the question, the first moment I saw Conte and the team was Leicester at home. When I saw Romero absolutely batter whoever the hell it was Soyuncu and the other guy. Who cares who it was? That was when I saw a moment of personal responsibility from someone else other than Kane and Son, which tells me there are now leaders in this team that are willing to put their bodies on the line and drive forward. And we're now going to start to see we're not going to be overly reliant on Kane and Son, which will be brilliant from a personal standpoint anyway, because it means they can have a rest once in a while. We're starting to see a few real quality players. I spoke to a lot of my Juventus friends yesterday. Well, firstly, gloating that Milan won the league because that will make them really upset. And said, why the hell did they sell Dejan Kulusevski and Bentancur? These are 2 quality players for them. And I saw on the Spurs Instagram page the amount of Juventus fans saying, oh, Kulusevski's going to play for Juve next year. No, he's not, mate, because he's here because of the activation of the contract. If we can find a few more of these unknown quantities that are just awesome, Kulusevski is that man's going to be a star. He's going to be one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. I can already see it. He's built for the Premier League. He's built for a Conte team. He's magic. He's so quick in his head. And we add a few more of those players. This Tottenham team is going to be something special. And with them, just add one more leadership quality candidate into that mix. It's going to be incredible. So that's when I started to see the real Conte initiative in the Tottenham team. Leadership. Whenever every Conte team has got one leader in the team that grabs the game by the scruff of the neck and just says, we're going to batter it, whether it's Chiellini at Juventus or obviously Chiellini in the Italian team as well. I can't remember who his leader was in the Chelsea team. He's always got that one guy that stands up and is counted. And now we can see that in this Tottenham team. So I'm very looking forward to this next season.
Sean says we can't understate how important that Leicester mindset was. Arsenal celebrated a last-minute equaliser the day before. We got our equaliser and then grabbed the ball to get the winner. Hashtag the difference.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I think you could take that back a few seasons further. When we lost out to Leicester in the race for the title, we were gutted. We were heartbroken about the title slipping away from us. All of us crestfallen. And we're abject about it. But Arsenal overtook us and they celebrated not winning the title. And I thought, they're a nothing team anymore. They're nothing to be feared of. That's their level now. So I just thought we'd just get back on our horse and keep doing what we were doing, push forward. Arsenal will be nothing to worry about again. It's part of the reason why I always thought we were going to finish above them this season.
That's all they care about. That is the high point of their season now, finishing above Tottenham, which is how the mighty have fallen. One of the biggest clubs in world football only celebrates finishing above Tottenham when they had 20 years of a head start against us. It's almost...
If we're going to be harsh about ourselves, the roles have reversed, haven't they? Because that used to be us looking, we want to get ahead of them.
It's funny, really. It's really fun. It's why I'm happy for Tottenham fans to spam St. Woolwich Day, even though we shouldn't be, because there's nothing. Finishing above them it's a duck to water. It's going to happen.
The invincible era that they had, it's over. It's no longer. Yeah. It's how long has it been now? It's over. Stop referring to that. It's great. It's in your history, but it's over. That's not the same Arsenal team. What holds them a little bit is the fact that they've won a trophy, an FA Cup of recent times, and that they can haul. But as soon as we get hands on one, because this is what we want, Kuva's right. Champions League football is a bonus next year. But playing is brilliant. We are not expected to win that. However, domestically, I want us to be a little bit more braver, especially when we play teams like Middlesbrough and stuff like that. That can't happen. I can't. I'm not asking for Champions League, trophy, but I don't want to see things like Middlesbrough again and more.
Iggy,
like that.
Was that a sign that Conte hadn't at that point?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm not holding him. That was all part. That was all part of the. That was all part of the growth, wasn't it? It's the growth. Yeah. We had to grow from that, and if we played that game now, if we played Chelsea 3 times now, I think we would see a different outcome. Certainly, it would be a lot closer against the Chelsea than what we were. In the end, look how far behind we finished behind Chelsea. Those games ultimately, home and away, was the difference really when you break it down. So we want to see that growth continue, and definitely that part of the growth has to be for us to do better in domestic cups, because our best chance of winning a trophy has to be Carabao/FA Cup, albeit, I nearly said it. You're right, Bob. I nearly said it, and I thought I'm not fucking going there. I stopped myself, but of course, live is unforgivable. Everyone watches everything. But yeah, you're right. I said it. You know what? I think we let the process be trusted by somebody else. We are trusted in their process words, and we want that process that Arteta has given them in 3 years and 200 million to continue, because that's brought them from no European football to Europa. So that's progress for them. Yeah, we needed something else.
When we talk about process, we can actually see it happening, on the pitch. That trajectory that we've had this season. They've been talking about the process for 3 years, and there's been a bit of progression, but
our growth
is
we went from conference, and we made that little jump over Europa onto the Champions League. We wanted to miss out that, and we did that in 5 short months.
Yeah,
compared to the 3 years.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Please, Arteta, keep that going. Keep spending, by the way, Arteta. Keep spending.
They're a team run by a marketing company, because every word all these little Arsenal fans are saying, process. They're just media buzzwords to get
management speak.
they are buzzwords to get these little-minded Arsenal fans that don't like football. This generation of Arsenal fans don't know anything about football. If you look at the older generation of Arsenal fans, they are fuming that they've got 5th. They are embarrassed. And you've got all these little kids on Twitter with trust the process, and they've got Super Mick Arteta with Jada Pinkett up front, as the expressions will say. It's embarrassing. They are embarrassing themselves, and keep spending $250 million every year on rubbish. Keep
At the end of the day, they're going to be playing in the Europa League next year. Now that means that they're going to be playing more games than they played this season. Yeah, they've got a pretty weak squad.
Yeah,
if you think of it, they've got a pretty weak squad, so they're not really. That means that they are going to be pushing themselves for more injuries. And hold on a minute, Aubameyang went in January. Lacazette's going for free. Another one going for free. And Nketiah going for free. Who's their strikers? Have they got any strikers? I know Man City can play without strikers, but Man City are a class team in the sense of.
And they might not even
get
get number one target
because they know they need one now.
Rumours are that we're going for Gabriel Jesus, which means they won't even get Gabriel Jesus.
Well, I was given a bit of information a few weeks back, but I haven't put it out anywhere. I was actually told that we might be getting 2 players in. We might be getting 2 players in pretty quickly, and it all depended on yesterday's result. Because then players were looking at either us or Arsenal. So whoever them 2 players are, don't look like they're going to Arsenal. I don't know the names. I've not been told any names.
I think this is where we will differ, because they have Arteta, they have Europa League, we have Conte in Champions League football. And you look at the journeys that both teams are now, this second, not at the beginning of the season, this second now, where they're at.
Yeah.
You as a player, if you're going to choose, if your choice is between one and the other club, there's no 2 ways about where they're going. I will say also this. Yesterday I spoke to a really good friend of mine, Nick, who I've known for 25 years. He's a gooner. He's a massive gooner. But he's really honest when he tells me what he thinks. I said, look, football rivalry aside, let's be honest. Let's talk serious. Like, what are you saying? He goes, listen, mate, from the moment Conte signed for Spurs, I was effing worried. He said that because I knew if it came down to Arsenal Spurs, Conte would get it done. He'll get Spurs. He will get that team somehow. He told me this when he signed, by the way. Not now. He didn't tell me this back then. He said if it comes down to those 2 teams making Europe, at the time we only spoke about Europe, we didn't speak Champions League. He said Conte will find a way of getting your team, for as bad as it is, he said back then, he will get this team over the line. And Arteta, when it comes down to it, it would F it up. Yes. Because that's the levels that we're talking about. He was right.
So, guys, we're starting to talk about sort of changes to the squad and stuff, which is absolutely fine. We will talk about that, but it does lead on to Bob's other question, and it's about Conte's approach. So he's saying, how much loyalty has Conte shown to players who have clearly bettered themselves under his leadership? We've seen it with Dyer, we've seen it with Davis this season. Or does he have that hardened winning mindset of upgrading players regardless? And also this leads into what Cody Mack was saying as well about we need 8 players to fortify for the competitions and workload coming, and it's a World Cup year. Bobby K is saying that he's excited about the transfer window. Obviously, we don't want to sort of stray into Levy talk because this is a celebration. But in terms of those questions, what kind of approach is Conte? Would you imagine, Iggy, that Conte is going to take with this squad? Is he going to go at it with a proper scalpel and really start cutting out all the sort of weaker parts?
Look, Conte inherited this team, right? It wasn't a team that he can call his. He absolutely squeezed every bit of juice that there was to squeeze out of this very team. He may have been impressed with one or two players that he hadn't known before. I think in one or two that he wants to keep pursuing with. Sessegnon being up there because he's always speaking well about him. We all know he loves Skip, but make no two ways about it, guys. Conte is ruthless. He is ruthless. He's done what he had to do to get this group of players over the line. Now that he's achieved that, he will go into Levy and the meeting, whoever may be in that room, and he will say, listen, guys, because how many times did he refer to it? If Spurs make the Champions League, it will be almost like a miracle. He said that because he knew the level of the team. Make no two ways about it. He will ask for the players that he wants, he requests, or perhaps he's maybe worked with, which is why we're linked with half of Inter Milan's players at the moment. He will request much better players to come into the side. He may keep Ben Davies and players that have given him so much, but he would put them as a squad in a squad circle. Players that he wanted out, he got them out. Even he didn't have to wait for the summer. He got them out in January straight away. So there's a ruthless streak. But Conte's a winner, guys. You have to be ruthless. And I'm convinced that, I don't know, Cody, if we're going to get 8 players in. We probably need that amount of players in, but I don't think we're going to do it in one transfer market. I think he will identify the 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 players that he requires right away. He's already, the talks are that he's asking for 3 defenders, 1 midfielder, 1 striker. That's what we're talking about here. 3 defenders. I'm assuming a wing back is one of those. Maybe 2 for that role. So he already has identified where he wants straight away the injection to come in. For 5 or 6 players potentially coming in, obviously someone has to make the way for them. So he's going to be absolutely super ruthless about that. Him and Paratici, if they haven't done so already, will be discussing it. And then from there, they won't leave it a month, 2 months. They're probably in the office as we speak right now, already planning for next season. So I don't think the loyalty thing won't come into it. I think that group of players has gotten to this point now, but where Conte in his mind, and remember he said, I'm not here for top 4 battles. I'm here to go up. We're going to go up a level or 2 or 3 and get closer to those top 3 teams in the country. We need to up our level, and that includes bringing the top players in.
So, well, this is the extended sort of version, Alan Bell, but we do need to start wrapping up. There is one point that I was wondering if you guys could speak on. It's not Spurs related. Congratulations to Man City on another successful purchase.
I'll leave that to you, Rez.
No. I'm just the moderator on this one. Tottenham Tea and Toast isn't a forum for one of my rants, really. What do you guys think?
I can do a very tamed down version of your rant.
Do it.
It's Man City, PSG, Chelsea, Newcastle now. Part of the reason the game's being ruined. The influx of money's sickening. These checkbook clubs that are pushing the... I mean, look what PSG have just done with the Mbappe contract. It's ridiculous. Enough's enough. These teams need to be capped in some way. There's got to be something put in place to save football. It's
financial fair play. Where are you?
Yeah,
where are you?
It's not just the top division that suffers. It's all the way down. It filters down the grassroots. It's being destroyed. The introduction of the Premier League, I was always against that, and I feel justified in saying it has worsened the game. We might have better players coming through the door, but look at what it's become. Look what's happened to the FA Cup in the meantime. Yeah. It's been devalued because it's constant Premier League, Champions League, shoved through in our faces all day long, every day. Football suffered. It's not the same as it used to be. And I am getting old, and I do miss the old days.
Yeah,
I liked it when we just had divisions 1 to 4, and the FA Cup was a special day. The final was a special day. There was a week worth of build up to it. Everybody excited, even if your own team wasn't in there, you were still part of it. You were still rooting for one of them. And now
the
it's
fact that it was held this season before the actual league season had finished is just it demonstrates exactly what they've done. They've gutted it.
Yeah.
Gutted what is probably the most special football trophy in the world, probably outside of the World Cup. You know, everyone knows the FA Cup. Everyone talks about the FA Cup. Even people who don't live in England know about the FA Cup, and they've pissed on it from a great height.
Yeah.
The only way they can crawl that back, guys, if they add the FA Cup spot by winning by the Champions League spot by winning the FA Cup. It's the only way that cup can bring some sort of, because it's what everyone unfortunately adheres to. It comes down to it, Champions League spot or an FA Cup final. You know where the teams will head.
Even the League Cup's changed over all the years. I mean, as we was talking in the number 8, I mean, go back before the Premier League started, you never used to see the League Cup final on TV. You know, you had to watch it, follow it on via Grandstand or whatever channel you want to watch, or on the radio. You know, there were some big games played in it. They weren't televised. Football's just since the Premier League and Champions League all started, football has become a business more than a sport, and it has ruined it. It's completely ruined the bloody game.
Ben?
Well, it's sickening. Mostly from the perspective, I don't want to talk about how awful the Man City fans were yesterday to the Aston Villa players, because it is just sickening. And that's another topic we need to talk about possibly on another show. But it's the end of the beauty of football as we know it. Going back to grassroots football, I've got a friend that I see it often, and his son is currently on Chelsea's books. He's up 14 years old, and he's on Chelsea's books. And you look at how much money Chelsea have just in grassroots level. If you look at every other team, they've got one man doing the coaching. He does everything from the lunch to the preparation, the tactics. Chelsea have like 20 people on the sideline doing everything for them. The money these teams have, and they're just dumping it into football, and they're hoarding talent. And what they've done, they've murdered the beautiful game for the sake of money. And they are they're sports washing some of the most horrible things known to man at this moment in time. And unless FIFA and UEFA do something about it, there's going to be a Super League, because it's the only way they're going to rein them in. Because otherwise, they're just going to run away with it. Chelsea are going to fall off now with their new owners, because they won't have the money. They have to start running it like Tottenham are. They've actually got to start making their bottom line. Whereas City and Newcastle and PSG, they can just spend limitless money with, Sean said the other day, creating shell companies with no employees and just dumping money into the football club. Something's got to happen with these loopholes, and something's got to happen now.
Trouble is FIFA. I'm sorry.
No, go on, Cooper.
I was going to say, trouble is with FIFA and UEFA, they're no different to the Super League anyway. They've got the committee. It's all about just having their own. Yeah, they want the big slice of the pie. That's all it is.
The Man City owners are in the UEFA committee anyway, and there's PSG are also. It's all a circle, guys. You're not. This is what I'm saying. What can Tottenham do to close that gap? The only thing they can do is do exactly what these guys are doing. That's the battle there, guys. Do you want to see Tottenham successful in the Premier League? You have to sell your soul. There's no. I don't see any other way, guys.
Yeah.
And that's the question that Bob's saying devil's advocate. Isn't there a sense of hypocrisy in us demanding Conte to be backed by the millions?
Yeah, of course it is. 100%, Bob. 100%.
Anyway, we will. It's. But I think, we can't stray from the fact that. I mean, if I was gonna speak. Look, there's always been money in football. Okay. If you want to talk about checkbook clubs, Spurs were the original checkbook club. But this is the interesting point for me. In 1962, or sort of late 1961, we purchased Jimmy Greaves from Milan for the sum of £99,999. If you equate that to today's money, that comes to about £2.5 million. And Jimmy Greaves was one of the best players in the world at the time. Let's look at Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe. being paid, and Jimmy Greaves, I think, was paid £60 a week as a basic wage or something like that. Mbappe being paid £1 million a week after tax. Yeah. So if your tax rate is around 45%, that's £1.4 million a week. 100 or something like 300 million euro signing bonus.
Yeah.
So I think there's a big difference between money having a part in football and the extent to which it is now permeated the game. So everyone knows my thoughts on Man City and PSG and Newcastle and Chelsea. Putting aside any sort of socio-political considerations, in my view, they're bad for the sport because they warp the competitive field. It's not even about their owners and what they do. You just can't do that. It's outside of the spirit of competition to come in and basically just buy trophies. What's the point? What do you win? You know, if your objective is to win something or to compete. And it's just obvious that these clubs, they're not there to compete. They're just there to burnish their reputations, you know, and that is not what sport is for. So yeah, we are, I think, coming to a close. Hi, Luca. Thanks for joining us. Apologies that we're not going to have much more content for you, but please do go back and watch. A big up to everyone in the chat. We'll go around and each of you can tell us where we can find you. Iggy, you first.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be on Tottenham away first and foremost. If you don't know, we will have content out every day, but tonight at 8:30 p.m. UK time, we will have our own stream. So please lock it in. Stell will be back at some point. He can't stay in America for too long. He will be back in the UK on Wednesday, and he will be served the food that he was preparing for us. We're now going to prepare for him. So we will definitely be doing a stream when he's back, no doubt about that. But regarding tonight, we will be on, myself, JP, and other guests will be on for sure at 8:30 this evening. So lock it in, guys, and I hope to see many of you in the comments tonight.
Brilliant. Kuva, where are you going to be after you've tortured your window cleaner?
Prison? I don't know. There's the three shows I sort of exist for, really, and that's Bob Spur, Shellside Spurs, and Mari's, just because it's the comedy stuff. I mean, Ben's coffee shop's lovely, but it's a different vibe altogether, different sort of audience. Except for when Bob and that take over the other day. But yeah, I'll just go to where I can have a bit of a laugh. Really, I'm not too worried about the serious side on the football talk. There's loads of shows doing that. There's some great shows out there. I mean, always over Irish Hotspur or Will Stewart for the American side of the things, and the statistics are coming heavily into it. That's always fun for a bit of contrast. Eugene on Spurs Asian, great stuff. Done Shelf Side, Paxton Road. Always love that. Three Spurs boys, absolutely. I'm always forgetting some. But big up any of the little channels out there, because the big boys are well looked after already. So if you're enjoying your content on somebody's stream, just give them a little subscribe, give them a like, give them a few comments, interact. Keeps people going. It's fun for all of us that way. It's like having a little pub meeting, isn't it? It's
absolutely.
And let's have the fun now, because we've earned it now. We've gone through a hell of a lot this season and come out smelling of roses. And F the Arsenal. Shall I mild it and tone it down for that?
No, full on, mate. Go for it.
Go for it.
Fuck the Arsenal.
Lovely. Mr. K, Benji, where can we find you? We want the full address.
You can find us firstly, in the streaming world, you can find us at the Coffee Company at 2 p.m. today, where probably we're going to be laughing at Arsenal whilst I pack coffee for everyone, because I need to do some coffee orders. And you can find us at 8 The Broadway, Woodford, in Woodford Green, which is just on the end of the Central Line, or the actual address is 15 Bairniewood Approach if you want to do the back entrance, but it is technically 8 the Broadway. So you can find us
Back
around.
entrance. Yeah.
We can laugh at us together. You'll see some of the characters in this show here. You'll see Rez, you'll see Bob, you'll see Graham in the chat whenever Graham's here. And it's a great laugh. And most of the time, we're just talking about other people's cultures and we're having a relaxed time and we're just enjoying each other's company. So find us there and hopefully we can make the world a better place, one coffee at a time.
Fantastic. Albo, when are we on next?
I believe we'll be on Thursday nights on Shellside Spurs show at 7 o'clock. I hope to be back in time. If I'm not, might try and do a little bit from my car if I can find hands-free kit.
Why would you be late on Thursday?
I'm going to the Mickey Hazard. I'm going to the golf do with Mickey Hazard.
What was that? Oh, that was just the name being dropped. I'm kidding. Go on, mate.
Well, are you going to be keeping Mickey's balls nice and clean for him when he's Perhaps he'll let you have a few strokes.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hopefully.
He's going to be rubbing Mickey's balls clean.
Yeah. I must admit, I feel like I've not been on a golf course for about 8 years, so this is going to be. But going on to Wentworth is going to be an experience. Yeah, it's one of the top courses in England. So
brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Thank you to everyone in the chat. We'll go through. We've had some wonderful people in today. It's been lovely having you. We'll start at the top. The first man to comment was Kuva himself. So he's covered the gamut today, chat and stream. Always a pleasure to have you, Cubes. Luke, Georgiou, it's great to see you back, George. We haven't seen you for a while. It's fantastic to have you in the comments. DSG, Mrs. Iggy, otherwise known as Sophie, was here. Sushant, thank you for joining us. Brian, who also came on stream earlier with us. V12, Eva Man, Ben, as also doing a double. Barnabas, Phil P, Chris Agambar. Who else do we have today? We had some others coming in later as well. Carl Simpson, thanks for joining us. Carl, I'm just going through just quickly. Ryan Isaacs, Born to Lose 73, El Said, all in. It was great to see you guys. Salary Agent, Spurs Talk Show with Sean. Sean's opening comment was good. Good morning and good morning. That was for you, Iggy. Sarah Cody Mack was up at a ridiculous o'clock, 6 a.m. Couldn't be happier to wake up to our lovely faces. Thank you for having us. Bob Spur coming in. Great to see Bob. Bobby K as well. We've got to remember, we've got to always mention Bobby K, because if you don't, it's racist. I was in the chat as well in both guises, so thank you to me. Who else? I think that's everyone. John Fitzpatrick joined later. Thank you. Good to see you, John, and also Wayne Holland. Wayne Holland is Leicester fan. I'm sorry, guys. Apologies to Paddy Hartner and Adrian. We didn't get to your comments, but thank you very much for joining us, and Luca joining quite late, along with the Danny. Also joined us, which is fantastic. Yeah, Bob said, not sure about you guys, but it still hasn't sunk in. No. Probably won't till we hear that tune on Tuesday / Wednesday night. Oh, they play Thursday because they're fucking shite. I couldn't have put it better myself.
I've got to point out something that's been entertaining me right through the stream since Iggy got on. If you bring up a comment just quickly, just any comment, it doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
It looks like Iggy's wearing a fedora. The little pattern of the maple leaf over the top of his head all the time. just when he leans forward.
Just Iggy, move your head a little. Oh yeah, but now you ruined it. There you go. Yeah.
Oh yes, I've just spotted that. Yes,
as soon as I saw that, I can't stop giggling every time the comment goes down. It's like, it's off, it's back on. That's just how childish my mind is at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Superb stuff. It was brilliant. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It all helps the channel, helps us to grow. And what else can we say after that topsy-turvy?
One other big thanks
Yes,
to
Alan.
Nick for help. Thanks for Barry, Nick, Ranjit, or whatever you want to call him, for helping me out through these morning shows. It's been absolute great. I mean, I know he'll always be the boss, but yeah, I have a little edge today, you know, because I'll get too much.
Yeah, you haven't had your marmalade. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you
Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again. I don't mind. I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. No, Alan, put your wallet away. I can meet him again. I don't mind. No, Alan, put your wallet away. I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. I can meet him again. I don't mind. Meet him again, I don't mind. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. Put your wallet away. So I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind. So I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind. So I know I've already met Nick, but I can meet him again, I don't mind.